Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 live stream. Once again, welcome to Chicago O'Hare. Another hazy day here in Chicago due to the fires. Sorry, can't talk. In Canada. 'Tis a beautiful day, though. If we remove all the haze, 'tis a gorgeous day in the Windy City. And as always, we are taking the beautiful A319 on a flight today from Chicago O'Hare to Des Moines, Iowa. Ooh, Jesus. Also, we are officially live on Twitch again after yesterday's mishap. I found out it was the bitrate. The bitrate, folks, the bitrate. Too many bits were going in the wrong rate, causing massive issues. P2 says sorry for the haze. Welcome to P2. Happy Tuesday to you as well. Hopefully the start of the week is looking really good for everyone. And this Fenix, I tell you what, this Fenix is a gorgeous, gorgeous plane. It is so much fun. Welcome in, Nate. So what I found out that I feel is rather interesting is that I really like Cpdlc. I do really like Cpdlc. It works really good. I haven't had any major issues with it, personally, but it's working out really, really well on my end. And it was easy to set up. There was nothing complex. You go in there into, what's it called? Into the Fenix app, you change the little button, push some other buttons, and then it starts to work just flawlessly. So, yeah, I'm very, very happy with the way that turned out. I did one full flight with it yesterday, no issues at all. That was after the stream, of course. I also did test out my theory of weather. So my theory with weather is Fly the Line is changing the weather and it's using historical weather in the sim. Well, I don't think that's the case. I think my theory is out the window now because I did a flight last night, which would be 12 hours later than what Fly the Line says for the time, and the weather was pretty much exactly where it was supposed to be. You know, give or take the hour that Asobo's weather is outdated, but for the most part, it was about the same. So it doesn't look like it doesn't look like Fly the Line is actually messing with the weather, and that seems to be just standard. So, you know, ignore everything I was talking about yesterday because it doesn't seem to be true whatsoever. At least what it seems to be on my side. Let's go and jump into the cockpit today. I'm looking to hopefully do 2 flights today. I know, Jesus, on a Tuesday morning, maybe 2 flights. So if we can get this flight going fast enough, we can go ahead and see if we can get into second flight, which will be the return flight into O'Hare. We're going to see what the approach would be with Beyondatc. As I said, the last flight I did into O'Hare was really, really good. It vectored me extremely well. Ignored the star, did a shortcut. Last night flight was decent as well. It followed the full star, but it made sense to follow the full star. Have you watched New King of the Hill? I haven't yet. No, I forgot it came out. So that will be my mission tonight, to watch that episode. That'll be my mission tonight. All right, so let's go ahead and get this beautiful Fenix rolling. Battery's low, that's fine. Let's go to Fenix. Let's import our flight plan here in the Windy City. It's currently 13:05, which would be what time? Local time. I don't know. It's early. Load mass. Let's go and load the aircraft in. Let's go up here to the top. Let's go to these dudes. Calculate it. Cool, beautiful, grand. Let's go up here to the top. External power is on. Battery 1, 2 are on. Pumps are pumping. IRSs are IRSing. I have nothing clever on that one. Lights are lighting. Alright, we got that all set up. Now, we take a look down here. If we hit the button that says ATSU, ATSU, tap of that button there. We go to ATC menu there. Incorrect, sorry, go back. We go to AOCO menu here. We go to flight init here. This is going to pull our flight information. You're always honest. Welcome in, Will. Welcome in. All right, we pulled that in. Let's go back one. And we're going to go to ATC request and pre-departure clearance. And then we're going to pop in some information here. We are currently at gate, what? Bravo 8. Wasn't that where we were yesterday? Bravo 8. Bravo 8. Whoops. Bravo 8. And ATC, technically, this is going to be incorrect, I believe, right? Go to Fenix, my flights. Didn't it say the weather, the information here? I thought I said it here before. Oh, never mind then. Never mind. Ignore that. Go back down here. I'm just going to do Bravo. It doesn't actually check it. KORD. Pop that in there. Send it on off. Bam! Alright, that's sent off. While that's working, let's go over here to config. Go to manuals. Go to navigation. Scroll on down. IRS 1, 3, 2. Good. And now we're going to go over to init. Request a flight plan. And that's how you do it, folks. AV, welcome in. Cockpit preparation. Yes, master copy, welcome in as well. Normal pilot, 15 minutes, like 3 seconds. That's about right. That is 100% right. We are United UAL 516. That's not right. UAL 567. What is our cost index today? Today our cost index is 536 for the cruise. 5360. Grand, beautiful. And I will tell you this, I'm kind of itching to get on over to that iFly again here soon. As much fun as I've been having with the Fenix, I'm kind of thinking it's getting close to the iFly time again. See if I still have my skills after not using it for a few days. Runway 27 left is what we're expecting for departure today. 27 left. Pop it in my little GPS, dude. Alright, so we have that all set up there. Did we send over our jazz here? I don't think so. Alright, we have APU going as well. External power is off. I know I'm working on it, dude. Alright, we have the radios in there. I have my squawk set in there. 5,000 for departure. Wilco. Send it. Close it. Alright, stop yelling at me. Next button. Looks good there. Performance, we're going to be doing... How come performance didn't carry over? Oh, I didn't send it, I guess. That could be why. Alright, let's see. Flaps 1, up 1. Cool, grand. And then O'Hare, departure, runway 27, left. Good, grand. Insert, arrival in Des Moines, 31. As of right now. No star. Insert that, dude. Everything's looking grand and beautiful. APU is good. We can turn off all those jazz. Let's go ahead and get our ground clearance.
Southwest 3643, contact O'Hare Tower 1, tree 2.7.
It's crazy. I think there's Southwest that comes into O'Hare. Given that they own Midway. Pretty much. O'Hare ground, United 657, ready to taxi to... Or sorry, ready for pushback and engine start. Whoops.
SkyWest 4754, gate Foxtrot 24 taxi via Echo 2, Echo Romeo, hold short, runway 27 left.
Gate Foxtrot 24 via Echo 2, Echo Romeo.
Alright, we should be facing north.
Left, SkyWest 4754.
United 2190, O'Hare ground, pushback and engine start approved, face west.
You're an hour early. Still sleeping in a doghouse? my wife started her new job, and she got up extra early today for her shift, so then I ended up getting up early, and, well, here we are. We're going to push back face north, United 657. So, that's the story behind that one. Pushback commencing. Let's go on down below here. Number uno.
4754, cross runway 27 left at Alpha 10.
That guy going.
Taxi via Romeo Bravo, Alpha 10, Alpha.
And engine number 1. Clocks are clocking.
Cross runway 27 left at Alpha 10. Continue taxi via Romeo Bravo Alpha 10, Alpha. SkyWest 4754.
Welcome to your United flight. My name is Brianna, and I'll be your
American
Brianna.
2084 at gate Lima 2
Thank you,
Alpha.
mileage plus
Request
member.
Okay, let's see. I think I know what I did wrong with Cpdlc. In station, I entered gate instead of airport. Interesting. I wonder if the real IRL,
Safety is our top priority.
if it actually verifies, or I guess someone verifies the information, the weather information. Because Beyondatc does not, and last time I used SI, they did not at all. So, yeah. Don't think either one
United 2190, request taxi.
is verifying it. My first ad. Whoa, ad like period?
United
Your first
2190,
ever
runway
ad
27
on
left
YouTube?
taxi
On
via
the stream?
Alpha 1, Alpha Golf Tree.
Alright, engine number 2.
Runway 27 left taxi
Flaps
via Alpha
uno.
1, Alpha Golf
Down
3,
here.
United 2190.
Close this jazz. And then let's go to performance here.
United
We're gonna go up
1349
one.
at Gate Bravo
Didn't I click the
9er.
button?
Request pushback and engine start.
Up 1.
United 1349,
All
O'Hare
good,
ground,
grand.
Position for traffic. I'll call you back.
Okay. Max there. Flaps are set.
Hold position. United 1349.
Is the YouTube like crappy quality? Is YouTube showing like really crappy quality? I'm getting a warning of current bitrate is crappy. So let me know if YouTube's looking rather nasty. Maybe I don't have enough bandwidth to multi-stream.
Bravo 7. Request pushback and engine start.
If the doors are open in an emergency, slide
United 1505 O'Hare ground. Hold position for company traffic.
Company traffic. Is that the cabin announcement pro? No. This is the default
automatically inflate. If you need
Airbus or the Phoenix announcement thing.
window exits. In a water landing, do not use the
American 2084 runway 27 left taxi via Alpha 20 Alpha Golf.
On your stream, I only get the start ad. Now I get it live.
Alright.
Oh, interesting.
Proceed to runway 27
Nate, are you
left
saying
via
the
Alpha
quality's
20,
crap
Alpha
on
Golf
YouTube?
Tree, American 2084.
I'd be more than happy to kill Twitch until I figure out that. O'Hare ground, United 567, ready to taxi to the active.
United 567 runway 27 left
Alpha
taxi
1,
via
Alpha,
1,
Golf,
Alpha
Golf 3. Runway 27 left via Alpha 1, Alpha, Golf 3, United 567. Alright.
Don't forget to dispatch your flight.
Oh, shoot. Thanks for reminding me. Go to aircraft. Well, we're gonna be early. Yeah, when you move? Okay. Let's, we're just gonna kill off Twitch again today then. And that should bring up the bandwidth for YouTube. We'll give it a little bit to this thing and then should pick it back up. Okay, I guess I'll have to use Restream or... Well, I'll probably just use Restream.
United 792, gate Bravo 4. Request pushback and engine start.
Alright, up top here, and let's go to all call. APUs are off, and then we're gonna go on down here. Takeoff config.
Pushback and engine start.
Greens.
Face north, United 792.
Alright, and let's see. Alpha 1 Golf. So we're just gonna follow this pretty much all the way around.
United 1349 O'Hare ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face north. Pushback and engine start approved. Face north. United 1349.
United 1349. Alright, so we're on Golf. We're going to take this down to Golf 3, which I couldn't find yesterday. I did this flight to Minneapolis. I couldn't find Golf 3 yesterday.
United 1505, O'Hare ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face north.
Pushback approved. Face north.
Artifacts when you zoom to view. Yeah, that just means that the quality's low. It should eventually start working its way.
American
Let me see what the health's looking like.
133.0.
Right now, current bitrate is lower. It says good status, so it should start improving
2084.
momentarily. Have you ever done shared cockpit? No, I haven't. I heard of it, but I've also heard that it's a little buggy. I've heard it's a little buggy. I would love for Asobo to integrate it directly into the sim. That'd be great.
Taxi to the active.
Like so many people want. Here's Golf 3.
United 567, contact O'Hare Tower 133.0.
Alright, we're gonna hold here. Over to Tower 133.0. United 567.
Negative, tower on 133.0.
Oh, negative. Tower 133.0, United 567.
Negative, tower on 133.0.
Are we gonna have this fun again? Tower on 133.0, United 567. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't like zeros. O'Hare Tower, hello from United 567, holding short runway 27 left, ready to go.
United 567, runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 27 left, United 567. Oh, we're turning to the left. To the left we turn. I don't want to sit next to a yoke captain. You're just jealous. That's all I'm hearing. That's all I'm hearing, Will. 27 left, clear for takeoff, United 567. That's all I'm hearing right there, Will. Jealousy. Alright, throttle's coming up. This should be much a straight out departure here.
Contact Chicago departure. American 2084.
Flexing. One thing I don't understand is why they removed the throttle calibration with the Fenix. It seems like it's a little high now for me. Like, it's not a major complaint or anything, it's just I think that feature was beneficial for some people. P2, you use the Honeycomb. Like, what is yours? Do you feel like your throttle's a lot higher now? Like, to get up to flex? And rotating. Gear going up.
United 2190, O'Hare Tower, fly runway heading, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff. United 2190.
Jeez, you can't see jack over here. That's crazy.
United 567, contact Chicago departure.
Contact Chicago departure. United 567.
Now, I think we'll go direct to Olin. I'm guessing that's what's going to happen here.
567, 1,700 feet.
United 567, Chicago departure. Radar contact. Climb, maintain flight level 180.
180.
Climb, maintain flight level 180. United 567.
That's good. Flaps going up. Spoilers disarmed.
United 567 cleared direct Olin. Resumo navigation.
Direct Olin.
Roger, heading direct
Olin.
Olin, then resume
Direct.
navigation, United 567, thanks.
It's a fantastic departure. Look at that. That's crazy. P2, what the hell, dude? What the hell? And Olin is 35 nautical miles out. We'll climb up to about 10,000, then we'll go AP off. Or sorry, AP on. You need to recalibrate in the McDo. I was able to set up the idle reverse yesterday. Never had it before. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I didn't know. So they moved it to the McDo. Fascinating. Huh. Is that where they say... Maybe they moved... No, they wouldn't do that. I'll have to check it out. I'm curious. Wonder why they did that. Wonder why they moved it to McDo and not just keep the button like the UI on the EFB. Seems like an interesting change. Bring it back nose a little bit. We don't want to get dinged for the 10,000. P2 starts a fire again. I think so. He just won't let those cigars go down. Okay, so we got Oreos up here. After Oreos, we're going to have to get our vectors from tower. So this ought to be an interesting test for Beyondatc. Shallot. I'm still getting that stupid warning for bitrate. What's happening? I'll go in and check it in just a second. Yeah, so this P2, the announcements you're hearing is someone found like United. Well, someone made a United package, and I found it on the Fenix announcements Discord or whatever it was called. All right, landing lights off, AP's on. Let's see if we can figure out this streamage issue. Let's see, Twitch output setting. YouTube.
Chicago departure, United 1349, 1,200.
United 1349, Chicago departure, radar contact, climb maintain 16,000 feet.
Output. Oh, I know why.
United 1349.
I know why. Bet you YouTube was working just fine. Alright, that should fix that problem. I have it set at 10,000. I'm gonna bring up Twitch again. We'll test a theory. I'm like, I should have plenty of bitrate. Alright, I had it set for 1,000 for bitrate. I'm a professional streamer here, folks. Alright, so Twitch should be coming back online momentarily. Alright, Twitch is back online. I'll scram there.
American 2084, contact Chicago Center 120.35.
Okay, okay. We're fixed. I think we're fixed.
Center on 120.35, American 2084.
Alright, almost at 15,000. We're climbing up to, where are we climbing up to today? 20 or 36. 36 today. So I'm gonna put in 36 in the box.
United 567, contact Chicago Center 133.35. See you.
13335.
Contact Chicago Center 133.35.
Never knew there was an EFB option. Yeah, you're right. In the Fenix calibrating only was possible in the McDo. No, there was a button though. In here, in the SIB settings, there was like a... Oh, maybe I'm thinking... Nah, I'm pretty sure there was one here.
United 567, Chicago
Under controls or something. I thought there was one.
Climb maintain flight level 360. United
And now you got me
567.
questioning myself.
Southwest 2774, contact Chicago Center 127.
So you're saying it's in the McDo, huh? The McDo under what? Maintenance?
7.075, Southwest 2774. Have a good one.
Doors, failures, ground service. Where is it in here? Pause, failures, ground service. I don't hit that button. Reset the FMS. Config. Oh yeah, controls. Oh, maybe you're right.
Contact Chicago Center 27075.
Yeah, you're right. It's here. Okay, yeah.
Chicago Center. United
I think I'm
567,
confusing. I'm getting myself confused. I think
360.
I'm thinking of the EJET. The EJET from Flight Sim Studios. That's what I'm thinking of. Oh, and any builds, yeah. Fly-by-wire and any builds. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm just crazy. I'm just a crazy folk. Alright, stream saying excellent now, and Twitch is looking twitchy. Cool. Okay. I think everything's working. I'll recalibrate it. I think it's just too high. Cause what's it look like here on the real plane? Well, maybe not. I guess that's about right. No, climb seems to be too high. I'm gonna lower climb down a little bit. 3 Black Music. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Main channel is on YouTube if you do want to come on there. But I figured what the hell, we'll start streaming on Twitch as well. So thanks for coming on in. They have an article where you can configure idle reverse with the Bravo. I've never had it I've never had it before reading that. Interesting. So I do have a way to. I've always done reversing in the Fenix. My profile's always been really good with the Fenix. Oh, was on YouTube and jumped here. Oh, cool. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So the profile I have for the Fenix, if you use the hold, no, what is it? I think it might be hold reverse. Hold reverse. And then I can bring the throttle all the way back. Yeah, I think so. Then it does max throttle. I mean, max reversers. Now, on the iFly and like the 777, I have to hold down a button on my yoke. So I hold down the button, and then I bring the throttles forward, and then I'll give it reverse power. But this is the only plane that I have to have, or that this is the only plane I've seen to have gotten the reversers working properly. The way I like to, without doing any kind of crazy manipulating of the controls. Which is why it would be really nice to learn like Mobiflight, like P2 says, and get the Bravo controls to work with that. It'd be fantastic. It'd be fantastic. 3M over here, just hit that sub button. Okay. Gotcha, Pedro. Thanks for following here on YouTube and on Twitch. Much appreciated. Alright, so I think... I wonder what's going to happen here. We're going to get vectors... Although it looks like we should be going O-Ben. And that's not showing up on my thing here. So let's add in. The next one's gonna be O, B, E, N, and an E. Insert. Okay. After O-Ben, we should be getting our vectors in. That's another thing I want to know, why sometimes with SimBrief, when you pull in profiles, or sorry, when you pull in a flight plan, it misses some waypoints. Like this is on my flight plan. Like we look at our flight plan here, briefing panel, go on down, right here. So I don't know why it doesn't sometimes. 3-1. We'll expect radar vectors ILS runway 31, United 567. Okay, cool. So that's nice. We have our arrival. And 3-1 is going to be a slight right. So slight right. Is there something special I need to do to get this Cpdlc to work? You have to have the supporters pack, or yeah, the supporters pack of Beyondatc. 2, you have to have it in experimental mode. 3, in the Fenix app, you have to change the ACARs to Beyondatc, and to make sure your sim's not running. And then 4, you should be able to work it. You should be able to do it. So, supporters pack, experimental build in Beyondatc, ACARS is set to be on ATC in the Fenix app, and then all should be working. Adam, welcome in. Does your profile do idle reverse? No. No, I don't think so. The boy landing runway 31.
Landing runway 31, United 567.
You better not be getting us descent instructions yet, because we got a little bit to go for that. Well, they want us down to 270.
Maintain flight level 270.
We have
67.
like 40 minutes to go and 190 nautical miles. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let us just get up to cruise, because we might get dinged from. Yeah, we'll get dinged from
Chicago Center,
fly the line if I don't get up to 3.6.
United 567, Chicago Center, roger.
Master Copy says, "Oh, that's just too damn much." I get you. I'm already on the experimental version, so it doesn't matter enough for me. But and I already have the supporters pack. I already knew about the ACARS thing.
567, turn left, heading 225 vectors for the approach.
Left heading 225.
Turn left, heading 225, United 567.
225 is an interesting vector. Wonder what it's trying to intercept. Must be the final. That's pretty far out, though. Well, we'll see what happens. That's really far. That's really far out for the final. Oh well. We'll see. I got my profile from Mark. Still works great. Oh yeah, from SimHanger. Yeah, I think I use his, but like a slight adjustment. A slight adjustment. Yeah. His profiles are really, really good. I have mine, P2, my profile is up on the channel. I think it's like Bravo controls or something. I don't know. Somewhere around there. If you're curious and want to see it. See, that'd be a neat feature is if we can export profiles for Flight Sim. How awesome would that be? Imagine all the pain and suffering that some people have to go through to set up their profile. Like I get in some aspects, you know, like for the example, the Bravo. The Bravo has all the little flip switches, right? And people like to customize that uniquely themselves, right? But for like the throttle stuff, it'd be really nice. Although that can be customized uniquely as well, because I use, so for me, the far right, I use the spoiler arm. And then the second from the right is my conditioner. Third is the prop. And then I have a blank one. I also have a blank one after the spoiler. And then I have a throttle for 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 are throttle. 3 is prop. I only have one blank, sorry. 1 and 2 are throttle. 3 is prop. 4 is conditioner. 5 is blank. And 6 is the spoiler. And then I use the flap little switch on the side. But I've seen some people configure the throttle in the middle and then spoiler on the left, flaps on the right, you know, kind of like the default profile looks like it's supposed to be. But I like having the throttle on the far left. I feel like the other throttles get in the way and I don't want to keep taking off throttles. That's too much work for me. You can export? You can export? Wait, hold on. Can you? You can export and then import? No, really? You sure? Are you sure, P2? If that's the case, then why hasn't people done, like, I don't remember seeing that. Can you export and import? It's rather interesting. Alright, up to flight level 360. And why is this not showing me an ETA? I'm not sure why it's not showing me an ETA. That's rather interesting. I remember exporting mine. I don't know if it's Sim Update 2 or Sim Update 3. Oh, okay. Maybe it's 3. Okay, so there's where we're supposed to be intercepting for the arrival. We're at 3.6. Let's go ahead and start our descent down to 2.7 then. 2.7. I think it gets exported into an INI file. Oh, okay. But then can you import it? Can you import it into the sim? You'll check today and post in Discord. Okay. Yeah, now I'm curious if you can import it into the sim or not. The things you learn. VVPL course training preview from Navigraph is going live. Ooh, nice. Have you heard of any updates from Navigraph with the traffic? The traffic and the taxiway stuff being implemented? I'm very much interested in that. Very much. Is it smoky here too? Like hazy? Yeah, looks like it. What a beautiful day to fly. It's a beautiful day in the sky today. Not yet, okay. I wonder where it's vectoring us to. Very, very curious.
Southwest 2774, contact Chicago Center.
There's a waypoint that's up here. It's probably... It's probably right here, so I wonder if they're trying to target that and then it's going to vector us in this way. We do have some wind that's pushing us, so I don't know. I want to know what it's thinking. That's the cool thing about like FS HUD is you get to see all the points that it's expecting, which also does take away from some of the mystery. Alright, let's start programming our arrival too, I guess. So let's go on down here. We're going to go to McDo. We're going to go to... What are we doing? Oh no, we're going to performance. Next. Alright, let's get our info. Runway 31. The temperature, or sorry, the altimeter 3020. The temperature is 19. The wind is 130 at 5. And the minimums are 1158. Alright, that's all set. Alright, we got flight line updated. Runway 31. Update, landing zone. We're not going to hit 50%. Flying blind? Yeah. Well, that's normal. Whether or not I can see anything, that's normal here. Alright, on arrival, runway 31. We're going to exit to the right. Exit to the right, probably try to exit Delta 4, but we'll have to get at Delta 5. Backtrack via Delta, Foxtrot, and then the terminal. Oh, not that one. this guy here. So 3 1s here, Delta 4, Delta 5, backtrack via Delta, then Foxtrot in the terminal. Now I do have a freeware on flightsim.to, and the comments have said it does work in, this is so smooth here, it's crazy. It does work in 2024. So we'll see. Hopefully it works out fine. I thought there was a paidware for Des Moines. I just don't remember. I don't have it anywhere. But I swear to gosh, I bought one, and it was pretty decent. But I think I'm confusing a different city in Iowa. Maybe Cedar Rapids. I don't know. I'm definitely confusing something. I remember having a paidware for something in Iowa. I don't know what it was though. I'm thinking
United 567, contact Des Moines approach.
Des Moines approach.
Contact Des Moines approach. United 567, have a good one.
So I wonder with the new update that's going to come out from Fly the Line, if they're going to
567, good morning.
adjust the
Flight
landing
281,
touchdown.
information November.
Like, you know, I guess to the benefit of them,
Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 31. United
it will make
567.
someone who gets 100% very satisfied about getting 100%. 4,900, I'll put 5,000 in the box.
4,900. United 567.
And let's go ahead and descent. Let's go 18. 285.
Turn right heading 285, 2,400 and
2,400, put 3,000 in the box. And then we can bring our VS up a little bit. Alright, this vector looks pretty damn good. Did we intercept what I thought we were going to intercept? No. No. So we're almost over the Burlington VOR. Oh wait, yeah we did. Okay, so I think we did intercept a VOR. Not the one I thought we're going to, but Galesburg is the one I think is where it was tracking us. And now this one looks to be a pretty damn good vector in for the rival. Okay, props off to you. A little early on the descent. A little early on the descent here as well. But overall, not bad. Let's make sure we don't drop down too much. Got a company message. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. It's going to be our arrival. Our block off time, I think. And it says, send ADC. Oh, 12 minutes. What? We had a delay. That's crap. That's rigged, man. It was rigged. I'm telling you. Rigs. Alright, so while we have a couple seconds, and the cat's yelling at me, she wants some food, so I'll be right back. Alright, 24,000 feet. Looking pretty good. Yeah, this is a really hazy day here. A really hazy day. Fly line is also lying. Cheaters galore. Hey, facts don't lie, man. Facts don't lie. Again, like, whoever does get, if someone actually has already done it, which, man, I tell you what, props on you. I don't think anyone's done it, though. The odds are stacked up against you to get 100% with APL. Or it's not APL, sorry, with Fly the Line. The odds are so stacked up against you. One, you have to get the arrival and departure times all within 10 minutes of each other, which is damn difficult to do because one, wind and, you know, flight delays, or, you know, whatever, vectors beyond ATC, vectoring somewhere else. There's all kind of things going on with that. And then two, the hardest part is hitting exactly at the 50% mark, which wouldn't be as difficult if it wasn't for the fact that the 50% mark isn't always, typically isn't, the actual touchdown markers on the runway. And I get that's very difficult for them to do because they would have to go through every single airport in the world that at least that they have flights for and have that set up. So they're kind of estimating it based on the length of the runway. I'm assuming that's how they're doing it. Like the runway is 7,000 feet. Well, then this part will be designated as the touchdown zone. But for an example, in O'Hare, runway 27 right, I think it is, it's using part of the actual lights, part of the lights that are on the you know, for the runway before the runway, the guidance lights, as part of the the touchdown zone area. So that makes it very difficult to try to line it up properly. I still can't get the damn nav lights to register in APL. It's cheating me out of 100. Really? The nav lights still causing you problems? And you're flying the... What are you flying now? Are you flying the Max, right? Master copy? I've got plenty of hundreds with there is a plane, though, that is bugged out. I think people said the Max had some issues with the taxi lights. I think it's the taxi lights. I can hit 50% with the smashy landing. Oh, A320 instead of aligning. Huh. I'm curious. I don't know what the issue is. I haven't used APL with the new update for the Fenix, so I don't know if it actually is a bug or not. I was thinking about doing it today. In all honesty, I was kind of thinking about jumping over to APL today to do a flight, but it was working fine until the update. I don't think they changed anything with the navs, though. Because, like... Have you checked their Discord, like APL? I want to see. I'm curious now. I'm gonna check APL's Discord. A pilot's life. Where you be? There it is. General aviation news scores. My third attempt went well. Yeah, I see a 100% score here with the Fenix update from someone, so I don't know. I wonder, do you have like custom switches that might be causing it? Like, do you have I'm not sure what peripherals you use, but like, do you have another button that might be set up for nav lights that when you're even though you're turning it on, it's turning it off or something? It's doing reverse. Alright, it said runway 31, or it said heading 285, maintain 2000 is established on the final course. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn over just a little bit to the right. Get us better on course. The beautiful update sounds like something we know. The big beautiful update. All too familiar. All too familiar. Nope, just took off the nope, I just took off the nav lights off the keyboard. Okay, so it's not a key binding issue, huh? Music says nav lights on second or first or second setting. Oh yeah. So three black three, what's it say? 3 black ats music. He says, are you using nav lights 1 or the second setting? So up here at the top, are you do you have this set all the way up to number 2, or is it set for number 1? Right, so the nav has 2. I know 757 Spy, he has it for like odd days are 1, even days are 2. That's how he decides to do that. Yeah, that could be it. Yep. Yeah, that's a good call. A very good call. Sorry, 3M if you're, or 3 black if you're, if I forget, I have Twitch on, so I'm looking at the wrong chat sometimes. I'm not purposely ignoring you. I do apologize though. Sorry. I do have a thing. I do have a chat that's for both that I just forget to look at. I got some spam. How do we get rid of the spam? How the hell did we kick that out? How do we get rid of... Oh, I blocked him. I don't know how to get rid of the chat though. Oh well. Alright, 16,000 looking good. Some people say it's the great update in the history of updates, maybe ever. So odd days 1, even days 2. I'll try 1 since today's odd day. Yeah, that's what 757 Spy does. Again, I think that's just a way for him to do it for fun. I don't know what they actually do in the Airbus, but I think it's a brilliant way to do it. He's the one that actually gave me an idea of how to use my, what to use for my flight number. Like, so before I was using career mode stuff, like APL and flight line and whatnot, I was always having a hard time coming up with a flight number. So before, what I was using was my birthday, and I was like, I don't like this. Then he said that some people, I can't remember what he said he ended up what he ended up using his for, but he said some people were like using anniversaries and stuff like that, and I was like, that's brilliant, anniversary. So I used my wife and our anniversary date. Nav and logo lights, or just nav lights? Oh yeah, it's a good question. It's a very good question. Because I don't know if APL tracks logo lights. I think it's one switch for both settings. The nav and logo. The logo's different, right? I thought logo was somewhere else. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, this plane has it for both. The 737 doesn't. I think the 737 has a separate light for logo. P2's gonna be right back. Instead of having 2 switches, yeah. I kind of really like that. I saw the overhead panel thing. It looked really, really cool. It has all the switches, and it has like a lot of the switches for the overhead here. So it has all the lights, has the APU. I think it has the seatbelt and emergency stuff. It has the navs on it. It has the pumps. It has the battery switches. I really like it. I really want it. I want to know how it works with the sim. Does it need to use another external light or another external program? Or, is there Mobiflight profiles that could work? Switch economy. It says nav lights. Yeah. So it's definitely this switch here, I'd assume. I always have mine in 1. I never change mine to 2. Mine's always 1. Just because I use my Bravo and my Alpha. My Alpha just defaults it to 1. Morning, Irishman. Welcome on in. Sheriff, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. When I start, the nav lights are on, but taxi still says on, but I hit, oh, okay, interesting. When I start, the nav lights are on, but taxi in, it still says on, but I get hit with a minus. Fascinating. Yeah, mine is always 1 as well. I don't know. Now I kind of want to jump on over to APL and see if I can replicate it. Is there any way to give someone admin access to New Sky? Yeah. Irishman is like, I'm tired of your baloney. New Sky. Let me see. Yeah, I think I can do it. Let me see if I can figure it out. My airlines. Manage. Pilots. Irishman. Edit. Permissions. Here we go. Alright, Irishman, you have power. You have all the power to do everything your heart desires. We have another person who joined, or 2 other people. So we got master copy, accept it. Okay. And then, thank you, Captain. Alright, Irishman, you should have full access to all of it now. I have never touched the nav lights from startup. What do you mean? So you don't turn it on, or is it on by default? Leave the nav lights out next time. Maybe it work. Oh, interesting. Yeah, they have a reverse switch. You've tried it all off. Okay. Just be warned. Irishman is now in full control of New Sky. So if things go terribly wrong, you know who to talk to. You know who to talk to. Just trying to help a brother out. I appreciate it. It's a lot of stuff in there, man. It's a lot. I need to add in a bunch of planes. I want to add a plane to every... I want to add at least an A3... Well, at least 1 Fenix at each one of the airports. And 1 737 MAX at each one of the airports. And then probably also... you know, for the long haul ones, get like a 777 or N350 over there. You know, to those 2 airports. Irishman says bite me. Or throw away APL. Alright, landing lights are coming on. Yeah, based on the little bit I looked at on the Discord, it doesn't look like there's any people reporting it, so it's definitely got to be something on your end. Doesn't seem to be an update with the Fenix. That changed it. We at least need to sort out the intro page. That was my primary concern. Oh, is it like just all kinds of crap everywhere? The tracking app, New Sky. Yeah, New Sky's kind of cool though, because New Sky, you can do like, you can build an airline, and then move up the ranks there. So think of like fully customizable with your personal routes, and then open to bringing in other pilots to come fly for your airline. Like, I was using it quite hard for a long while, but then for some weird reason it just stopped working. It completely stopped connecting to the sim for me. Oh no, hold on. No, it wouldn't let me... What did it say? It wouldn't let me log in. That's what the problem was. I couldn't log in. I could log in on the website, but I couldn't log in the app, even though I had the correct credentials. It just would not let me log in for the life of me. And I reported the issue, and other people had brought up the issue as well. And the dev said he doesn't know what the issue was. And I verified it, firewall was, allowed for that, and I uninstalled, reinstalled it. Nothing. I did an IP release on my end to see if that would fix it. Nothing. I just gave up on it. Gave up. Say the hell with it. NewSky will charge you in the future. I don't think NewSky will ever... Well, they might. I guess they got a server cost on their end. I haven't really seen much of an update from NewSky, though. Learned that on the A350, landing lights is 1 switch instead of 3. Oh, yeah, on the A320, yep. I think NewSky has potential. It's just... I think, one, it's overcomplicated when you're trying to start an airline. 2, it's primarily meant... It seems like primarily for people in Europe, which is fine. Because, like, when you can do... what's it called? You can do routes that they automatically generate, but they're almost always in Europe. Like, almost no other routes available. Like, nothing in North America, South America, Canada, Australia, etc. Nothing. It's really weird. But I was using it for a while. After I got out of On Air, that's what I was using, NewSky, in place of APL. And then I got back into APL because of, I think, JRuss. I think JRuss got me back into APL. Alright, 7,000, and we should be getting our tower handoff momentarily. So I did have the issue again last night when I did my flight from Minneapolis into O'Hare, where I didn't get a tower handoff. Great vectors and all that, but the tower handoff never happened, so I had to manually get over the tower. So whatever was broken with their last experimental build, that needs to hopefully be addressed when the next experimental build comes out. So that's happened way too often. Way too often. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go to approach, activate it. Slow down this bird. 21 nautical miles out. ETA is 12:21, so in about 6 minutes we should be on the ground, which should put us at probably a half hour early. So we're going to lose 2 points there already. So we're definitely not scheduled to get 100 on this one, probably another 96. And we should be turning to the right here in a few moments. Hopefully, maybe. It's not as hazy here anymore. That's so beautiful looking. Man, the sim is gorgeous. It has some issues like this, where the river doesn't really follow the satellite imagery, clearly. It's like cutting through. But that's fine, that's fine. It's still gorgeous. It's still gorgeous. We still love you. Went to the wiki page from NewSky, and it's Chinese and says free, but with restrictions. Oh, interesting. Chinese? New Sky? Is it really? Maybe the developer... If you want the whole package, you have to pay. No, there is no pay. They don't currently offer a paid subscription, from my understanding. Last time out, at least I was on there. Are you sure you're looking at the right place? Newsky.app. Newsky.app. 12 nautical miles out. Approach mode is armed. Alright. And localizer captured. Glide slope captured. Flaps 3 arrival. Oh, later on you mean. Okay, okay.
United 567, contact Des Moines Tower.
It's definitely nothing I would pay for now.
Contact Tower
I don't know what they would add that would
113,
actually
567.
have me interested in paying for it, honestly. Like it's a
Des Moines Tower, United
good tracker for
567,
sure, and it has
runway
its
31.
features. Like I love it tracks the center line. I absolutely love that. That's really cool.
United 567. Continue.
Roger, United
Yeah, but I don't know
567.
what it would have to add a lot of stuff. I love that it can inject multiplayer traffic. I think that's kind of cool. So like if you do a group flight, you'll see planes that are around you that are also using New Sky. I think that's really cool. But I wouldn't pay for that personally. All right, runways in sight. We're continuing. We got our tower handoff. There must be another aircraft. Yeah, I see it on the screen here.
1408, contact Des Moines departure.
We're exiting to the right.
Contact Des Moines departure. American 1408, take care.
All right, slow down, plane. Let's get that gear down.
Blue Streak 5098, ready for departure. Runway 31.
You better not be going departure.
United 567, runway 31, cleared to land.
All right, clear to land.
Runway 31 cleared to land. United
Flaps
567.
2. Speed's coming down. Still a little hot. We'll be all right though.
Blue Streak 5098, hold short of 31, arriving traffic.
Holding short 3-1.
Affirm, hold short of 31. Blue Streak 5098.
2 white, 2 red. Looking good. Flaps 3. AP off. My aircraft. Definitely a little hot on this approach still, so let's see if we can bleed off that speed. We got a bit of a tailwind on this arrival too. Nice and stable approach though. Yeah, the touchdown zone doesn't even remotely match. Little off to the side.
Too low, terrain.
And we're fine.
Too low, terrain.
Chillax.
Too low, terrain.
20. Retard.
Touchdown.
Blue Streak 5098, runway 31.
A little bouncy there.
Right.
And reversers are out.
31. Line up and wait. Blue Streak 5098.
There's Delta 4. I was hoping to hit that one, but... Well... Yeah, we can hit it. We got it.
United 567, exit right next available taxiway.
Alright, there is... Congratulations.
United 567.
Let's go ahead and swing to the right. Landing lights are off.
Blue Streak 50.
And welcome to Des Moines.
Tower. Fly heading 090, runway 31. Clear
Spoilers
for
are off. We'll take this down to Delta and then Foxtrot. I'm not going to worry about getting
Runway 31.
ground clearance on this one.
Welcome to our destination.
5098.
Please stay comfortably seated until the seatbelt sign is off.
United 567.
Just hope that Just Flight comes with multiplayer traffic. That'd be nice.
You're sitting in an exit
Ground
row.
121.9 United 567.
Wow, it's a poppin' airport here. Look at all the planes.
Check your seat back pocket.
Allegiant, American.
To make sure you have all of your
We're the only
belongings.
United.
And be careful when
This is a nice airport. For
To
freeware?
help keep the
This is
aircraft
damn
flexible
nice.
for our next customers, please open
Where's
your
my
overhead
gate? I guess I can park right there.
And if you're sitting
This
next
is
to a
really damn
window,
nice.
please close the window shades. Once we arrive at the gate, our airport team will be more than happy to
This is
answer
what's
any
crazy
questions
about
you
Flight
might
Sim
have. Any check
2020 and
marks will be
2024 is
retrieved
these
from
people
the
have made
baggage
some
claim
really
area.
awesome looking
Your
airports.
feedback is really important to
Really,
us.
really awesome
Instead of
airports, and they're
the overseas
100%
survey
free.
asking you about your
Just because they're very
experience via
passionate
email
about the
or in
city,
the United app.
you know, that they may live in or
We'd
they
love
used
to know
to
how
as
you
a
enjoyed your
childhood
flight with us today.
city.
From all of us at United and our Star Alliance
I did read
partners,
there's some
thank
issues
you
with
for
some of the
flying with us.
jetways in
It's been our
2024. I
pleasure
think we're seeing
serving
that
you,
right
and we
here.
look forward to seeing you again soon on another United flight. Once
But
the fasten seatbelt sign
that's
is
no
turned
major
off,
issue.
please stand clear of the door
It's a
area
beautiful
to allow
looking
your flight attendants
free
to complete
airport.
important safety duties.
Let's see. Mel, welcome in. Hello, welcome on in on Twitch. Swinging on over to the left. Yeah, so there's that jetway that has a little issue. I read also that some of them just don't connect to the plane, which again, minor issue. Again, it's free, and that's 2024 issue. So if the developer wants to, if they're, you know, they could update it if they like to, but all right, parking brake is set. We landed at 20, so we gotta wait another couple seconds here, and then we can go ahead and dispatch the flight, or end the flight. Let's go GPS chocks, jetway. Is that gonna come on over? Cool, look at that, beautiful, does work here. Up here to the top, external power on, and the clock is looking good. We should be able to now turn that off. Whoop. Engine 1 and 2 are off. End the flight. Get rid of Beyond ATC. We'll start our next one. P2, welcome on in. We're about to see what our score was. I'm guessing 90. Oh, jeez, an
Flight attendants,
81.
please disarm doors for arrival and
What
cross
the hell happened here?
Stand
Let's
by
bring
for
this
all
up on the
calls.
screen. An 81 out of 100. What? Negative? I have a negative on takeoff. -1. What happened? Why was my takeoff a -1? Your climb profile was a little unstable. Aim for a more consistent pitch rate during takeoff. Peak rate observed 0.00. Peak rate observed 0.00 degrees per second? What? What does that even mean? I don't understand. I don't think my pitch was ever bad in there. I don't think it was ever like that. Huh. I don't know about this. Look at this climb. This is pretty damn smooth. There's something going on here. I don't know. It felt like a smooth takeoff. From everything I remember, I felt like a pretty good takeoff. I feel like I got screwed on this one. I feel like there's some sort of a technical issue. Oh well, it is what it is. 215, 800 on the sector. Leveled up, making $935 per day, 13,000 bonuses. I have so much money here. So much money. Look at this, $42,000. What am I going to do with all this money? I don't know what I can do. Go to assets real quick. I want to check out my assets. I guess we can start working on a kitchen. There's only a couple things to buy in the kitchen too. We'll buy this. We'll buy this. We'll buy this. Buy this. And then we'll buy this. Alright, we have the kitchen, we have the bedroom, we have the game room, all purchased. I have 3 more rooms to buy. I haven't even touched the gym. I have $36,000 still in the account. Guess we'll buy this. Buy this. And we'll buy this. Alright, we have all but 2 rooms left. And I have 32,000 in the account. There can't be much more in the bathroom. Oh, these are all pennies too. $11, $12. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm not gonna do all that. Gym. These gotta be some expensive ones here, right? Oh, I have everything in the gym but one thing here. Well, it doesn't look like anything is in the gym though. Buy. Oh, I have to unlock that stuff. Okay. This is crazy. I have so much money. I have so much money. Stealther, welcome in. Yeah, I have $31,000 available. Personal life kind of sucks, but everything else is 99 or 100. Like, I don't know what else I could do here. I honestly don't know. Skill points. I have everything in this tree done. Everything but this one done. Social butterfly, or do I want to go athletic? Well, my personal life kind of sucks, so I might as well go social butterfly. Just like in real life, my personal life sucks in the sim too. Alright, well, there's that. Here's our next flight. Des Moines to O'Hare. Should I do a sim restart? Or a flight restart? I think I'm going to do that. I don't trust it. I don't trust the sim. Alright, let's restart. Let's restart the sim. Let's see. I wonder now, instead of just shutting the engines off, turn off the nav lights before APL says reminder to submit the flight. Oh, interesting. Will, thanks for coming on in. Personal life sucks, just like real life pilot. Tis the truth. Alright, we're gonna do our last flight is gonna be Des Moines to O'Hare. And this one I'm hoping we get a cool runway, or sorry, a shortcut in Beyond ATC. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping for that. Let me turn off this dude. And let me start up. Oh, hold on. Let the sim do its saving thingy. All right, relaunch the sim. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still, the longevity is I've said it before, my longevity is the biggest concern I have with Fly the Line. My logbook says I have 33 flights, 37 hours, almost 40 hours. So I'm almost at the $40 per hour. The touchdown was 26% on this last flight. 26%. I know I came in low, but no, not on VATSIM. Nope, we'll be using Beyond ATC. Beyond ATC. So this is going to be the reverse flight, Des Moines to O'Hare. And if we're landing north, see, I'm trying to think of what would, probably north would make sense, but it's probably going to be the full star. Why don't you use VATSIM? Because I can fly anywhere, anytime, any airport, and have ATC. That's personally my reason. I know some people don't want to use it because, you know, stage fright and all that jazz. Some people don't like to use it because they don't want to give out their ID, you know, with VATSIM. But yeah, the reason why I like to fly, like I like to just pop on VATSIM, or not VATSIM, I like to pop in Beyond ATC, and I know I can get ATC anywhere. Alright, let's go to start. Free flight. And we'll get FSU IPC going. Dispatch. Choose the 319. Open SimBrief. And we're expecting runway 13 on departure, runway 9 left for the arrival. Alright, land with a sync rate of 60 to 300 feet per minute. Touchdown zone 35 to 65 for a bonus of $6,000. I'm not really willing to do that one. Alright, let's go to KDSM. Oh, SM. Des Moines. Then we're gonna go here. Let's zoom on in. And we parked over here. So we'll just do the same thing. Let's load into the Simmy. Simmy! I don't want to give my real name and ID. Only J. Russ knows my real name in our group. I thought your real name was P2. Is it not? P2. Is your real name not P2? Alright, so next flight complete. Alright, start a new flight. Start a new flight. O'Hare. And then, I always forget to turn on Volanta. Volanta. My Volanta. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and do Beyond ATC. We're going to apply this dude.
ATC connected.
Apply it again. Cancel it. Dispatch. Apply. Oh. I think this is where we parked. Apply. Why are you not applying? There we go. What the hell? Failed sim time overwritten. Try again. There we go. Try again. Go to aircraft. Jesus. Alright, over here to the left. Phoenix, import. Import it. We got 15 minutes. Ticking time bomb. Insta-load. And sim. External power on. Battery 1, 2. Pumps. Pump up the jam. Nav lights on. Crew supplies are on. Wing lights on. Alright, APU is starting up. Let's go on down here. Go to config. Manual failures. Navs. Swing on down. IRS 1, 3, 2. And then we're going to go to the McDo menu. ATSU. AOC. Light init. Request it. Cpdlc is so nice to have again. I tell you what. Import my flights. Runway 13 is what we're expecting. And then we're going to go to ATC request. Pre-flight gate. Alpha 5. Alpha 5. What is it? Alpha 5. Isn't that the Power Rangers, dude? Or is that Alpha 7? No, Alpha 5, right? ATC, I'm just going to do Alpha, and then our departure airport is KDSM. Send it. It's sending. Let's go to init and request it. We're United 660 for this departure. 660. And our cost index 46 and 37. Beautiful grand. There's our information. 5,000 on departure. Squawkage is 5161. And tower, or sorry, ground on 1219. Cool. Runway 13 departure. Close all that jazz. 13 for departure. So let's go over here then to the side. Let's send this dude over. Let's send this dude over. Let's go on back down here. Verify that populates properly. Looking good. Performance. Flaps 1 up 9. Nice. And then runway 13 for departure. We have no SIDS. Onto the arrival into O'Hare. We're expecting currently runway 9 left. via FYTTE and the Myris MY something. Insert that dude, clear out the flight plan. Okay, all is gravy. ATC status request, blah blah blah. Clear, receive. Okay, cool. Clear it out. Fantastic. Great. Up top here, let's go to APU bleed. External power is disconnected. GPU, chocks, left door, and stairs. All clear. I think we're ready for pushback and engine start, huh? Let's see. Oh, that's nice. What was I talking about? I forgot. Okay, let's go ahead and get our clearance for pushback, shall we? Des Moines ground, hello from United 660. We're at gate Alpha 5 and Airbus A319, ready for pushback and engine start. I did that all properly today, like a true professional.
United 660, Des Moines ground, pushback approved. Face northwest.
We're going to face northwest, United 660. Thank you. All right, northwest for the departure, pushback. This seems like a weird... Oh, I think it's because the taxiway is behind me. Okay, that's their taxiway. I think that's where we're going to be taxiing. So they're asking us to push back.
Okay, we've got 10 minutes left.
Oh, whoa, whoa, take it easy. Think like this. It's kind of a weird thing, I think. I'm gonna do there. We'll make it work. Alright, release the parking brake and the pushback commencing. Down here at the bottom, we're gonna go to PWS, System 1, ground spoilers, on for the start. Whoops. Auto for that. Terra is Terroing. Engine number 1 is coming on board. Announcements are announcing. Clock's a clockin'. Just confirm that there are export and import options for Sim Update 2 profiles.
Welcome to
Oh,
your United
really?
flight.
I'll
My
be
name
a
is
son of
Brianna,
a bee.
and I'll be your purser on today's flight. Thank you, Mileage Plus members, for your loyalty, and to all customers for choosing
forgot
to
to
fly
check
with
that.
us today. Our entire United team is here to make sure you have a great flight. While service is our passion, safety is our top priority. So please take a minute and pay attention to the following safety demo, even if you're a frequent flyer, as each aircraft type is different.
Price drop now live. So WinWing has a PT02 panel of Takeoff. $119 is down $80 or $70. It kind of looks cool. Their universal jet extender is on sale as well. Alright, looking good. Let's go on down here. Engine number 2 is next. We're doing a flaps 1 departure. We're doing... What was it here? Down or up 9. Up 9. Fantastic. All there. Can't see Jack over here. I don't know if I turned that on. Alright, it's on now. Okay. Engine number 2 is coming on board. Art says, I don't know how to land. It's confusing. We all don't know how to land. It's all a disaster. Alright, we're expecting runway 31 departure. No, 13 departure. 13 departure. Des Moines ground, hello from United 660. We're ready to taxi to the active.
United 660, runway 13.
My wife can talk.
Taxi at pilot's discretion.
Runway 13, taxi at my discretion, United 660. Oh boy. Alright, waiting for engine. Oh, engine number 2 is good. Grand. APU bleeds off. All call there. Down here. Takeoff config. All looking grand. Taxi lights are on. Let's go taxiing.
Another subscriber.
Art, thanks for the subscription. Welcome on in. I'm very lucky. My wife isn't much of a talker. Legend, welcome in. Thanks for the subscription on Twitch. I think that's a bot. Yeah, my wife's not really a talker. Whoops. She's we've been, I think throughout most of our relationship, honestly, we've been very much private in our lives. You know, like she'll come home from work, play her games, I'll come home and do my flight sim or something. You know, we'll have our date night once a week. You know, obviously we talk after work a little bit, how the day went. But like we've been most of our cross runway 5 continued taxi via United 660. That's a weird one. But yeah, we're not really much talkers. I know there's once in a while, like, both of us will be very much guilty of it, where she'll, or I or she will, like, come home from work and have these stories, and the other person's like, all right, stop talking, I want to go do this. You know, like if there's a new plane came out or something I want to try in the sim, you know, I'm like, all right, wrap up the story, let's go. And I'm sure I'm the exact same way. She's like, I want to go RP this or whatever, or go play this game real quick. Shut up. I'm sure we're both guilty of it. Let's see. I'm gonna try to land in Scotland right now. Scotland, cool. We're in Scotland. Silent, welcome in. Welcome on in. I will come back. I need to check how to talk to ATC. I have a video on it on YouTube. If you're interested, here on the channel, if you're interested, there's a video. All right, we're going to taxi all the way down to Delta 6. And then we should get our clearance from tower, or sorry, from ground to transfer over the tower. The cool thing about doing streams is that I end up drinking a lot more water. My voice gets dry. I end up drinking a lot more water. Works out really well. Yeah, that's what I was going to watch. Okay. Fantastic. Over to Tower 118.3, United 660. See ya. All right, heading over to Tower. Des Moines Tower, hello from United 660, holding short runway 13, ready to go. Landing lights are on.
United 660 Des Moines Tower, fly heading 050, runway 13, cleared for takeoff.
Heading 050, clear for takeoff, runway 13, United 660. Alright, 050 on departure. We're going to go to auto response for the radios on departure. That'd be a cool feature if it, what Beyondatc is, if you can ask it, you know, be like, Copilot, can you take over the comms? How cool would that be? I think another program offers that, but it'd be cool for Beyondatc with the LLM capabilities now. That'd be so awesome. All right, bring up the throttles. We're going over to 050, so heading over to the left on departure. Oh, I want to check out really quick here. Let me go down here to the McDo, and then it's under config, controls, and then calibrate, throttle, calibrate, max reverse. I'm not worried about that. We're going to keep that where that is, keep that where that is, idle, keep that where it is. We're going to bring up climb though. We're going to say climb is there, flexing is going to be there, and takeoff, bring that there, store it. All right, let's see if that helps me a little bit. There's climb, there's flex, nope, There's Toga. There's Flex. Okay. Of course, YouTube's now asking me to do this stupid studio thing all of a sudden. Alright, there we go. And we have a straight head wind here, 5 knots, looking good. And let's rotate. Buttery smooth. Gear going up. I don't know where that ding came from. I still think that's a lie. I still think that failure was a lie on the last flight. I don't know where it got the flight profile or something, whatever the hell it said. It was, I think it's a lie. The cake lied. Des Moines.
United 660 Des Moines departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 180.
180.
Climb and maintain flight level 180, United 660.
There we go. I like that one. That's much better.
United 660 cleared
Flaps up. Spoilers disarmed.
Roger, heading direct MERS, then resumo.
Direct to MERS.
United 660. Thanks.
Direct MERS. Insert. Ah, it is nice having that McDo for situations like that right there. I can just do it without looking down. That's fantastic. Alright, climb mode automatic. 4,000. Alright. Very good departure. On our way to Chicago. Alright, AP gonna come on a little early today. Or on this flight. Let's bring out this dude. We got a little bit to trek here, 88 nautical miles. Art says, actually I'm curious what would happen if I didn't speak with ATC departing from Aberdeen. Nothing would happen, I guess. They might give you a number to call. I don't know how to land either, PT says. Alright, coming up on just passing 7,000, I should say. We get the landing lights off momentarily. I think what I'm going to do is probably fly the line on the shelf for a little bit. I'm going to head back over to APL. And I'm going to see what the next update is like with fly the line. And it's not that I don't like fly line. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. I have good fun time with them. Obviously I have almost 40 hours into it. But one, I want to see them, I want to see if they adjust that touchdown zone. And then the next update apparently is going to add in like more smaller airports, more regional airports. So I'm very, very interested in that. Like let's say that update comes out this week, like it's talked about. Well, obviously, I'll get back into it. It's going to add a lot more opportunities for some of the airports. It might even add in some of the regional airliners, which will be nice to have. And it might, hopefully they fix the Air Canada one, because I want to do that. But I think I'm going to put on the shelf until that update comes out. And then I'll jump back into it when the update comes out. I'll go back to APL for a little bit. Irishman with another 5 gifted memberships. Thank you for that, Irishman, as always. We have Twitch, no, what does that say? Switch. No, wait. Stitch, sorry. Stitch, DCR, William, Fish Finder, and Wilfred, all courtesy of our great friend of Irishman, who's a legend here in the stream. Irishman, did you see the did you see the screenshot I posted in Discord last night? I think I found your lost relative in the sim. It told me not to sink as soon as I departed, and now I crashed. Oh no. Art of the dice. Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink. We all know that one.
United 660, contact Chicago Center 127.05.
Contact Chicago Center 127.05, United 660.
Let's see. Tomorrow, Thursday. I was going to take a day off during the week. We'll see. I haven't quite decided. I know, like I said, Friday we're going to do at least 2 flights. And then Sunday we'll do at least, we'll do a group flight if not 2. I'm thinking the Canada series, so P2 will finally get that Canada series going. We should be able to use New Sky with the Canada series on Sunday. That'd be fun time. Maybe tomorrow might be a day off for me. Maybe I'll take tomorrow off from the stream, and then we'll get into Thursday, Friday, because we're gonna end up streaming Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Yeah, I think I might take tomorrow off for streaming. And then I gotta figure out next week. I gotta figure out next week's schedule, because next week might be a little funky too. I know next Wednesday no stream because I have a doctor's appointment. No stream. Yeah, next week's gonna be really goofy because there'll be no streaming. No stream Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday probably. Probably those 3 days for sure. Maybe evening streams. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. But yeah, definitely nothing Wednesday. Thursday and Friday will be, if it happens to be evening streams, because I work morning shifts. Monday and Tuesday I should be able to stream normal. Although Tuesday would be podcast day. I don't know. Next week's gonna be rough on the streaming schedule. I think next week's gonna be really tough on the streaming schedule. We'll see what I can do. I'll try my best. I had to zoom in. That's hilarious. Think about what you want for a flight rating requirement for New Sky. 7 and up, maybe. Yeah, I think 7 is... Because it's fairly easy, I feel, to get anything above a 7 in New Sky. You know, unless you're crashing on the ground. I think it's fairly consistent. Yeah, I would say 7's fine. Irishman. You're doing the FSI panel landing practice now? Did they update it? They got it updated for the Fenix? Yeah, like P2, honestly, like, think about it. The plane had a pretty big update, and you're learning as a side stick that has force feedback into it. You know, like, I remember when I was first using the flightsim.com yoke that I won. I remember first using that and landing with that. It was a pain in the butt, and I couldn't consistently get the landings because it was so much different pushing in and pulling in when there was feedback, and also like in the turns, there was so much more aggression needed, and I just for life of me couldn't figure it out. And even when I was using the Thrustmaster pendulum yoke, when I had bought that, I ended up returning it, but when I bought that and was using that, I felt like it was more precision available, and that was messing with me too. And then we've seen me do landings with the WinWing the WinWing Minor, what's it called? Ursa Minor. And a lot of that is because I'm just not comfortable with the side stick. So I think P2, like you have the Alpha. Like I bet you if you pop in the Alpha, I don't know what you have the most hours in, but go back to something you have the most hours in. And I think that might help you. I think that might help you. I know for a while I shouldn't say for a while. There are times, days of the week, like, it seems to happen most of the time on a day off. But I'll get up and I'll, do a couple flights, whatever it be. If I'm not streaming, I'll do a couple flights, and I just have the hardest time landing on some days. It's just really bad. I can't, whatever reason, I just can't get my mind to cooperate properly with the coordination of things. And it just irritates me so much, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And so, like, I get it, P2, I really get it. I get the frustration you're going through. I don't have it for days and weeks at a time, typically. Sometimes I'll have for a day or two. But I typically will figure it out over time. But I think, like, I'm very consistent with, I use the same yoke, right? I've been using it now for 4+ years. Oh, here's a story. So my father-in-law was in town. I talked about this last week. My father-in-law was in town this weekend. And he has his PPL. It's expired, but he has his PPL. And for the very first time, he hopped into my sim. And he's used Flight Sim in the past, old versions, and he also had 2020 from Game Pass, and I just gave him my old joystick. And he flew around with that, just monkey around, but, that's on a little laptop and a little, inexpensive joystick. And so I had him pop in my cockpit here. And so I was like, all right, here's the button for the parking brake. You know the rest. There's your throttle on your right. You got your rudder pedals, and you got your yoke. He did the most smoothest 172 takeoff I've ever seen in my entire life in the sim. It was like professional grade right there. It was so smooth. The takeoff was beautiful. His turns were super coordinated. Like, here's a guy who hasn't flown in a real plane in, I don't know, 20 plus years, and his coordination made me look shameful. He was just so good, so smooth and good in the sim with his coordinations. It was beautiful, work of art. So coming for landing, well, he landed at the airport that he wanted to. Well, I don't know if he wanted to, but he landed at an airport, St. Paul Airport, not on the runway per se. He was having a hard time getting wrapped around coming in for the approach. He didn't go far enough out for the turn, and I think if I were to help him understand, use the mouse to turn your head left and right, or if I were to turn on head tracker, that might have helped him as well. But he kept getting confused where the runway was, and he couldn't get the plane straight. Couldn't keep the plane straight on the landing. But he landed, and it was a little heavier. And a little bumps on there, but like it would have walked away from the landing, no doubt about it. In real life, definitely would have walked away from the landing. It was a grass landing. Again, not on the runway, but from a guy who hasn't been in a real life cockpit in forever, I was really blown away at how much precision you can have within the sim still. And like I learned things from him in that little 20-30 minutes worth of flying. It was really cool to see that. Really cool to see it. Art's flying to Dubai now. I see my landings are better if I am at a minus 500 descent rate when I'm crossing the threshold. Oh, interesting. It's telling me to acknowledge what to do. I don't know what that even means. Oh, yeah, it's not like I have hours to fly in practice. I get barely one flight in a day, and when that sucks, it crushes me. Oh yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. I hear you. Like, I'm very fortunate. I can get a flight in at least in the morning. I get a flight in at night. So normally I can get in at least 2 flights. Wednesdays I can get in a flight in the morning typically before work, and then Wednesday nights we typically do our movie night. Next week will probably be shifted a little bit because the new Alien movie comes out, or no, Alien TV show. So we might move movie night over to Tuesday. We'll see. But yeah, I can typically get 2 flights in, and then my days off, all I do is fly. My days off, typically, all I do is fly. So, like, on Friday, when we went up doing a flight or 2, like, I'll do the stream here for a flight or 2, and then after that, I'll probably get some food and, do another couple flights, 3 or 4 flights. So I'm very fortunate that I can get a lot of flights in. My work schedule works out right, and then, my wife doesn't nag me on anything. She's very anti-nagging. She's amazing. Amazing. Irishman says, I love the Streamlabs message. It says, consider becoming a Lex Copilot member. Help the community. It only costs $1. Every dollar keeps the mods away from banning Lex. Oh, man. I need to find a pilot father-in-law. Yeah, I remember when I first met him. I was intimidated, of course, right? I was intimidated. It's always intimidating meeting potentially your future father-in-law, and that's when my wife and I were first dating. But she told me stories about him, and he works at UPS, and typically UPS people are, drivers are, more aggressive built, they got it's physical labor, right? And so I had this vision in my head of what the experience would be, and it was frightful. So then I met him, and I'm a very petite dude. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a very petite, scrawny guy. And so I met him for the first time, and I was intimidated because he's, he just looks like he'd just kick your ass. My wife has the resting bitch face, right? He has it very similar, I feel. In a different aspect, he has a very similar expression. But she always told me, like, he loves airplanes too, so y'all would connect. And I was like, okay, well, we'll see what happens. And so we ended up talking a little bit, and we talked about technology, and then talked about airplanes, and over time our relationship built more into that technology and airplanes, etc. So I know, like, whenever he has like tech questions, the latest gadget come out or something like that, he asks me questions about it, and phones and computers and whatnots, and we talk about the airplanes, whether it's real life airplane stuff. We talk about sim stuff. I told you the story that I told him the expo's coming to Minneapolis, is where he lives in that area, and he said he'll have the mint on my pillow because that's where I'll be staying. So I'm excited. Let's see. No caps, please. I get in 5 flights max a week. Really, only 5, P2? How many hours do you work? Do you work long days though, right? Is it bad if it says the service was terminated? The flight service was terminated? Okay, so we're expecting runway 9 left as of right now. We'll see what actually happens, but here's left. This is going to be the question mark. Is Beyondatc going to give me the shortcut it gave me the other day? So if we go into charts here, okay, here's our arrival we're expecting. I think we're coming in right here. We're coming in here, so we're already on the approach. But it says here at Maddie that we're expecting a vector. So landing east, which we're expecting as of right now, expect radar vectors after Maddie. We're going to see what happens. In the past, Beyondatc has brought me all the way out here to Himgo and then vectored me around for the arrival. But the other day, it did not. The other day, it actually gave me a shortcut. Now, I was coming in from the south, going up north, and it vectored me around. But it did a really good job. I expected it to go all the way around for the approach. Instead, it had me shortcut and come in for the arrival. So this is going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. Very, very interesting to see what happens. I'm thinking about upgrading my PC soon. What kind of specs do you have? The game looks smooth. Not specs. I think that's the thingy bobber. There you go. There's the specs. 9 left. Let's see. Chicago Center, United 660. Do you know what our expected arrival and runway is today into O'Hare? Let's see what Beyondatc is going to say here. It's been better at being correct in this point. Oh, interesting. They have a time now, too? Okay, so, alright, scratch all that. We're landing runway 27 center. 27 right. 27 right. I think it said that in the... Didn't it say that? Did it give me 27 right in the ACARS? Alright, 27 right. So much for hoping that we'd get that. Alright. Insert that. Good there. NAV's connected. All looking grand. Alright, 27 right.
Chicago Center, United 660. Flight level 370.
United 660, Chicago Center. United 660, descend via Flight 7 arrival. Chicago O'Hare Airport landing, runway 27 right.
Alright, so we get cleared for our descent. I'm going to pop in our arrival information. Zoom down here. And 3024, 3024. Temperature in Chicago is 24. Wind is 7 at 7. Oops, crap, one button. And the minimums are 864. Okay. Arrival set up. And then, let's see. Down to... We're gonna do 8, yeah, we're gonna do 8,000. 8,000. That's what the landing runway at least is showing. So let's go inside here real quick. We'll get rid of these guys because we don't use those anymore. Let's go in here, check out the arrival. Hold on. Check out the approaches. And 27 right. Cat 7, 27 right. Let's do this one and this one. Let's go to star 27. So you can see it says 8 here. It says 9 at Vinny. I'm not quite sure how far it's going to have us come out. If we look at the arrival here, it has us go out to Himgo. After Himgo, we'll get the vectors in. I just don't know where Himgo's is on here, though. I want to say it's like right here. So I think at around here, we'll get the vectors in. So I think 8,000 at Joker would make more sense. We'll kind of assess things as we get closer in. And we got a restriction here at 13, a restriction here at 11, and then we'll come on in for the arrival. Alright, let's go and start our descent into O'Hare. Oh, why did it say... God damn it, why does it do that? Why does it change Does anyone know why it does this? It changes my descent sometimes here. Like, it just changes my cruise. I don't understand why it does that sometimes. I don't understand. Alright. Let's zoom in here. After we have Black Hawk, so let's go on down here real quick. Let's go to direct to Black Hawk. Insert. Top of descent reached. I know I'm trying to get us to descend, but it's not descending because it keeps on changing my freaking top of descent. Alright, can you descend now?
Contact Chicago, Center 118.75. Giant 8942 heavy.
No? Oh, there we go. Alright, now it's working. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it will change my descent. Or sorry, it'll change my cruise to whatever I put into here. And then I have to fiddle around to try to make it all work again. I haven't quite understood why it does that. Get a company message. Alright, no ADC required. Beautiful grand. Okay, let's see. Doing FSI panel repeated. I'm identifying the slight changes I have to do visually with my eyes to get the landing right. I just did 2 butter back to back. Nice. I kept practicing all week. That's awesome. That is fantastic. Any other specific requirements besides rating and age? I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, I want to have it open for whoever wants to join us. I'm going to bring up the speed brakes a little bit because we are a little hot coming down on this approach. Alright, calm down, plane. 5,500 feet's pretty aggressive. Alright, what are you doing? Let's bring that up. I don't know why the hell you're descending so hard. Alright, take it easy. You psycho. Trying to kill us. Probably gonna get dinged on that one. Alright. 27 right.
Center on 118.75, United 660.
Alright, come on now.
Chicago Center, United 660.
27 right. Got that all set in there.
305.
Okay, cool. I need to approach the runway threshold with less than 60 FPM for me to land good. I come in low P2. I think that's what my thing is. I come in lower than what the Pappies say. And I feel like that helps me a bit. So I'm not at this aggressive angle. You know, so I'm not at the aggressive angle of attack. I don't know if that's right. But it works out pretty good for me. Yeah, I don't know why the hell it's aggressive. Descending so aggressively. There was no need for any of that. Check Discord real quick, Irishman says. Alright, on it, Captain. All pilots must be a Lexerio channel member on YouTube. Rating 7 or higher, 18 plus. Discord must have. Yep. What's the 199? What's that numbers on the bottom? That's beautiful. I like it. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, I see P2, I see your thing there. Export, okay, cool. And then you can import. Oh, nice. Interesting.
United 660, contact Chicago Center 133.3.
Alright, approach looking good.
Chicago Center 133.3, United 660.
Yeah, that definitely works for now, Irishman. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing that. Much appreciated. Yeah, coming in lower is the key. I used to come in at 700 feet per minute. Ah, okay. I don't know if I'll qualify for the 7.0 rating. Well, let's see. I know it tracks centerline, touchdown. I think lights and flaps and stuff like that. It checks the amount of characters I have left. Oh, that's what that is. Yeah, I don't think. What's my average score in? Let me see. New Sky. I haven't used it for a while. My average score is, let's see, Joe. 979 is my average. 979 is my average. So yeah, it's plausible. I have 213 hours? No way. That can't be right. My flights. The last flight I did with New Sky, I was doing Couch Captains, was O'Hare to Detroit back in February. My scores are bouncing between like 9, the lowest I've had was an 8.5. 8.38. I say most of them's in the mid 9s or 10. Well, mid 9s. I say the average is mid 9s. I suppose I can show you. Yeah, here you go. So yeah, the last one I did was here. This is February 18th of this year. 9 8s, 10s, 8.38s. It shows you what your score was, right? Or what your... Here we go. Yeah, so center line was the big one, so I lost 0.15 on the center line for that flight. And then what's that one? Here's this 8-1. This one I lost, unstable approach. I was a little aggressive on the descent, so I lost that one there. I don't know why I keep doing that. Why doesn't it just go back to where it was? Let's see, what was my other bad one? It was 8 something. $8.3, is that the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. Didn't it have another 8 something? Oh, 8.5, here we go. This one was incorrect flaps for landing. This is a Bombardier. Oh my gosh. Whatever, I'm done. CRJ. So yeah. I think it's fun. I'm excited. I should have done these. I should have just booked these flights as New Sky ones. I'm gonna do that tonight. Whatever I fly tonight, I'll book them. I'll do a dual New Sky and APL if I do that. All right, 18,000, looking good. It does track a decent amount. What plane is the best? Well, best is questionable. I really think best is up to the pilot. But here in the channel, I think people are very consistent in saying the Fenix and the iFly are the two best planes available in the sim to date. There's also the PMDG 737, which isn't available in 2024 yet. The 777, which is, and that's a good plane. There's a bunch of GA aircrafts that are dynamite. The FSR 500 is really good. The SWS Kodiak, PC-12 are all really, really good. I like the CRJ. I think it's a great plane. I think the EJET from Flight Sim Studios is good too. It doesn't have VNAV, and its FMC is kind of, or FMS is kind of outdated, or limited, I should say. But yeah, I think universally the Fenix and the iFly 737 are renowned for being incredible planes in terms of airliners. There's also helicopters, which I know absolutely nothing about. Absolutely nothing about. Alright, so we're going to be above the 11,000. I'm not concerned about that too much. Alright, coming on an 18,000. I was really hoping to land the other way. I wanted to see if it was going to do a shortcut. Our 18,000 is good. Yeah, so here is Himgo, or sorry, Himgo. And it looks like, I don't remember what it does. I'm going to guess Vinny. I think it's going to vector us to Vinny. This runway seems to make sense. You see right now we're getting a tailwind of 2 knots. So we'll likely get a vector, or sorry, unless the weather changes. I'm showing Navigraph telling me a 9 knot tailwind. So, we're going to see what happens. I love FSI panel. Saves so much time in learning landings. If I were smart, I would use it. But I'm not very smart. We all know that. I just go with the flow. It happens, it happens. I remember there were a handful of planes. Didn't we do, yeah, I think I did when the Max came out, when the iFly Max came out. I think I just hopped into a stream. I didn't like learn the plane or anything. I just hopped in the stream and said we'll figure it out. You know, it's got to be very similar to the PMDG 737, and it in a way is. It has its own little quirks to it, but it's fairly simple. And I ended up getting up in the air and getting it done.
Chicago Center, Southwest 1637. Good morning. Flight level 1A trade.
Southwest 1637, Chicago Center, radar contact. Continue climb to flight level 340.
Continue climb to flight level 340. Southwest 1637.
So trying to get my bearings. Yeah. I live somewhere in this vast area. In the Chicagolands. My pops live somewhere in this vast area. And my aunts, most of them live up in this area. And I was born somewhere in this area. I grew up in this area. I don't know what airport that one is. I'm not for sure. It was really cool, like, having my father-in-law use real-life references in the sim for, coming in and knowing where we were. He's like, is that the Mississippi? What is that? And it was really cool because it shows you how advanced the sim has become visually, where you can see the river, you can see a lake or a building or something, and know, hey, you know, I know where we are.
Good morning, Chicago Center, United
That's amazing.
660.
And I know you can do
Descending
that in X-Plane to an
57,
extent.
11,200 feet.
But like in Flight Sim 2024, 2020, I feel it's so much easier to do.
660, Chicago Center. Good morning.
Alright, 10,000 feet, landing lights are coming on. We have maybe another 15 minutes, which means we're going to be a half hour early. As always. Yeah, I think I'm going to do what I said. I think I'm going to fly a line up on the hangar for a little bit, in the hangar for a little bit. Get back to some APL. Again, not because I dislike flight a line. I think it's great. This will be almost 40 hours into it after this flight. It's been all fun and games. I've unlocked almost everything when it comes to stuff for the house. I have a car. I don't know what else I can do with the money, honestly, other than just building more money. There's nothing I can really buy for it. You know? Personal aspects of it's looking really good, very steady. I don't know where the end game is going to be. That's always been my concern with Fly the Line, is the end game, and that's clearly showing now. I'm not sure if there's just a bug and I got a bunch of money and I shouldn't have been getting, or I don't know. I have no idea. But I know with, like, you know, the end game APL. You know, people ask like what the end game that is. It's leaderboards for sure. You know, it's the competitive nature of it. It's trying to be, you know, the highest you can in the leaderboard with your airline. You know, being able to take the money and then buy boosts, right? If you already have all the aircrafts you want, the license for that, being able to boost your flights. I think that's where all of the end game is going to be for APL. Without the aspect of the multiplayer or community with Fly the Line, it's pretty limited. It's pretty limited in what you're going to have for the end game. I feel that was the fatal flaw, and maybe they'll add it. Maybe at some point they'll add it to Fly the Line. But I feel like it's a fatal flaw is to not have an end game for the software. What is this? This is nice looking. Got some golf courses. I'm not sure where this is, but this looks really nice. What the hell is this? I'd go there. Mount Prospect. Okay. Huh. Six Flags is over here somewhere. Downtown should be popping up. Auto FPS is kind of dropping it back, so that's why it's not fully visible. Alright, so we should get some information shortly about after him go. Fly heading, whatever. And then it's going to vector us in for the arrival. We're landing runway 27 right, which is way over here. So we got a long taxiway as we come into O'Hare. We're gonna come in the back area. That sounded bad. Come in the back area over here. Runway 27 right. And then we'll come into the typical United area. There's downtown looking very beautiful. Just hit a minus 74 landing, P2. Fantastic. See, you'll get it.
United 660, leave and go heading 105. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 27 right.
All right, there we go.
Leave him go heading 105. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 27 right, United 660.
So it's going to vector us over here just a little bit to the right.
Turn right, heading 105, vectors for the approach.
105.
Turn right, heading 105, United 660.
Let's go ahead and, what are we? 18 nautical miles out. Let's go to approach mode. So you don't come in as hot as the last flight. Less than minus 600 at threshold. That was my cue for landing. I'll start with that and then worry about the aspects other than, or once I've nailed it down. That's awesome, P2. You got it. See? Baby steps, buddy. Baby steps.
Chicago approach, Envoy 3839. Good morning, 1010,100, we have Juliet.
Envoy 3839, Chicago approach. Good morning. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 28 center.
This is a beautiful day to fly.
Expect radar vectors for ILS.
There's just a little bit of clouds out in the distance, right?
3839.
This haze is really cool looking. It's not too boring where it's just completely clear.
660, turn right, heading 160.
160.
Turn right, heading 160, United 660.
It's almost 2 o'clock here in Chicago in the sim, which is 4 hours ahead of me. Surprised there's not more traffic though. I could have done 9,000 maybe for all. No, I think this actually works out pretty good. All right, we should get our turnover shortly. To Muty, welcome in. Thanks for a subscription on YouTube. Which I might be another bot. Twitch is just like full of bots.
United 660, turn right, heading 245, intercept the 27 right localizer.
Turn right, heading 245. Intercept the 27 right localizer, United.
All right, localizer's captured.
Chicago approach, Envoy 3604.
P2 says I'm heading to a meeting. Talk to you soon. I'm feeling much better today. That's awesome, P2. I'm glad. I'm glad. Enjoy your meeting. Have a great meeting.
Envoy 3604,
We'll see you in the friendly sim skies, as 757 Spy says. Thanks for coming in as always.
Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 28 center. Envoy 3604.
All right, we're gonna need to start a descent here. Okay, all's looking pretty good. A little high on the approach. Nothing terrible. Nothing terrible. A little high. Let me see if I can get us a little bit closer to our diamond. We need to get down. It doesn't look like that diamond's moving too much. Here at Sibley, we're gonna be at 22. We're looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. We'll hold pat.
Chicago approach, Spirit Wings 2704, 11,400 with information, Juliet. Spirit Wings 2704, Chicago.
So we look over here on the approach. Let's bring up this dude.
Runway 28 center. Expect radar
Here
vectors
you can
for
see us on the ILS approach, right? All looking grand there. When we come in for the arrival, or sorry, after we come in for the arrival, runway 27 right's over here. We're gonna exit Charlie 1, take Zulu all the way around. Well, we'll see what Beyond ATC gives us. What the hell? But I know we'll at least take Charlie 1 And I'm assuming Zulu. Or from that point, who knows where Beyondatc is going to direct us. Alright, let's go ahead and bring our first flaps out to get us to slow down a little bit. Let's bring out the speed brakes as well, because it does seem like we're a little fast. We do have a tailwind, though. It's saying a 13 knot tailwind, so what the hell? Alright, speed's not really coming down too much. There it goes, a little bit. Still a little high on the approach. Not overly concerned at this moment. Still looking like we'll be alright. You can see that diamond slowly kind of moving up to the yellow line here. That's going to get you better on your glide slope. Alright, we're going to do a flaps 3 arrival as we like to do here in the Fenix. Runway's in sight. Barely. Keep checking NS periodically, messing around with throughout the day at work. Okay. I'll keep an eye on it. Thanks for doing that as well, Irishman. Much appreciated. Alright, let's go ahead and I'm going to bring out the gear a little early because we do need to reduce some of the speed. Alright, there we are, looking much better on this approach. Diamond's almost at the yellow line. There's glide slope captured, speed brakes disarmed. Or sorry, speed brakes are down, and speed brakes are armed. Or sorry, ground spoilers are armed. Holy cow, I can't talk. 7 nautical miles out, and let's go flaps 3. Looking grand. Nose slowly coming down. And flaps. I think let's do flaps 3. That was only flaps 2, I guess. Flaps 3. Runway's in sight. AP is going to come off. My aircraft. Now this landing rate, or landing is kind of goofy. I'm gonna say it's like this. The touchdown zone actually might make sense in this one. It's the other runway. It's the center, I think, that's goofy. All right, let's bring up that nose just a little bit. Wind's kind of shifting to a crosswind. It's still tailwind, but it's kind of shifting around, kind of being funky. Alright, one thing is don't overcorrect the Fenix. Kind of let it settle the best it can. Also understand when it gives its, when it's going into more power, it's going to reduce your climb, or sorry, reduce your descent. Now we're off to course the other way. Little low on this approach. That doesn't make sense for the touchdown zone. It's way too early. Alright, we're going to bring it down a little bit further down.
Envoy 3839, leave Monks heading 085. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 28 center.
There's our touchdown. Reverses are out. Welcome to O'Hare. And here is Charlie 1. Versers stowed, flaps coming up. Not a bad landing. That's 2 pretty good landings today. I'll take both of those any day of the week. 65% in the touchdown zone, minus 211 on the landing. Oh, I never got tower. I just realized that I never got clearance from tower. So that was another one of those where it didn't transfer over the tower. Oh well, I didn't pay attention enough.
Giant 8942 Heavy
Let's go to O'Hare, ground. O'Hare ground, hello from United 660. We're on Zulu looking to taxi to gate, to our assigned gate. I don't know what our assigned gate is.
United 660 gate Charlie 21 taxi via Zulu Hotel Bravo. Bravo Foxtrot Foxtrot. Romeo Bravo Alpha 8.
Alpha 8. Charlie 21 for gate.
Zulu. Hotel Bravo Bravo Foxtrot Foxtrot Romeo Bravo Alpha 8. United 660.
Well, that was a pretty good 2 flights there, I'd say. A very good 2 flights. Are we gonna do exactly what I was thinking with this flight or with this taxi? I'm gonna go all the way around the airport. Well, halfway through around the airport. Thankfully, with Flight Align, that the ground taxi speed is over 40, then you get dinged. So I can taxi at 30, which feels pretty good. Anything below 30 just seems kind of slower on the slow end. Yeah, there's that tailwind, so I think we might get dinged with that too with Fly the Line. It is interesting to see the things that they feel is important to track versus what other career modes do. Alright, so we're taking this down. I think this is going to be exactly what I did the other day. Yesterday, last night. Zulu to Hotel. There goes an American. Goodbye, American. Zulu Hotel. And I lost track of the other stuff. Alright, slow down, go a little too fast. So hotel's gonna be this next turn on the left. Well, this says Juliet. There was no turn there. So we're gonna take this one. That's weird. There's no turn over there. It was like cut off. That's fine. We'll take Juliet. Juliet down to Kilo, probably. That's my guess. Yeah, it's really 2 good flights. I'm happy with both of them. Landings were really good. I felt I got ripped off with that first one from Fly the Line. It said something was wrong with my takeoff. I don't think, based on what I saw, how it felt at least, I didn't think it had any issues. But I don't know. You can look at the replay, I guess, and see, but I don't know. I don't think I was ever aggressive on that departure. Alright, so we're going to take this. Now this is where I don't have maps for because the maps are outdated with Navigraph. Or the airport, I should say, is wrong. So we're on Sierra. Where the hell are we going? Where is Charlie? Charlie? I think uniform's coming on up here. So it'll probably be taking... Oh, maybe not. We're taking Tango 6.
Request pushback.
Here's Tango 6.
Alaska Tree 29, O'Hare ground pushback approved. Face southwest.
To Alpha 7.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest.
Alright, I'm gonna get my head tracker on now, because there's a lot of traffic in this area, so I can at least scout out to see if there's any of the planes I'm gonna hit. Is that the Alaska that was just talking? Yep. They're gonna have us hold or no? No, we're turning in here.
Friendly 471 at ramp 7.
Friendly.
Request pushback.
I've never heard that before. What is friendly?
Friendly for 71. O'Hare
It
ground,
looks pretty
pushback.
clear here, so I can go head tracking off, I think.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast. Friendly.
Alright, here's
471.
7. Here's 9. Where the hell's 10 at? 11. 10's like on the other side. Where are we going? There, what is that? Frontier? No, Atlas. The livery's like all screwed up. Must have been a little bit of tar. Oh, we're going to 21. That's where we're going. Alright. Here's 21. Alright. Over to the left. Taxi lights off so you don't blind anyone.
Alaska Tree 29, ready to taxi to the active.
And marker brake is set. Go over
Alaska
here.
329, runway 28 right taxi
Phoenix,
via Alpha
GPU
10,
chocks,
Alpha,
jetway,
Alpha
up
15,
top here,
Foxtrot, November
on,
Yankee.
down below here, normal.
Runway 28 right taxi via
Engine 1 and
Alpha
2
10,
are off.
Alpha 15, Foxtrot, November.
Alright, kill out beyond
Yankee,
ATC.
Alaska Tree 20.
And end the flight. Let's see what we got from
Flight attendants
Fly the
will
Line.
disarm doors for arrival and cross-check.
And
Stand by
cross-check.
for all call.
An 84 out of 100. What is going on today? Landing was a -1 because the tailwind. I bet you. It's just that damn tailwind now. 65% there, 27 minutes early here. Landing. Let's see what happened. Let's see. Excessive vertical speed detected during landing. Vertical speed exceeded 2,000 feet. What? I don't think I went that low either. That is crazy. That's 2 times I don't think I got dinged. Here's roll. Here's pitch. This was landing. Minus 2,000 feet per minute. Where? Where is that at? I don't see it anywhere in here. I don't see an aggressive drop. This was the flare. Yeah, I don't know where that is. 2,000 feet per minute. Right here. Sometime at the end. Right there. I had it set for 15 or something, so I don't know where that would have happened. I think that's... I don't know. I guess we can look at the video again, but... Again, I think that's one where I got dinged on it as well. This is where I think I got dinged as well. Yeah, I don't remember that happening. That's a pretty drastic change. And that was a pretty smooth. That's when I brought the gear. Is that right at gear? Gear up. Gear down. Somewhere. See that? Watch that. Again, I have to go back and look at the replay to be certain. Gear up. It's as soon as the gear... It's almost as like when the gear is coming down. Around that point where things went funky. I wonder if the gear is triggering it. Welcome in Excessively Salty. Welcome on in. Well, either way. Both these flights I got ripped off on. I haven't had 80s in a long time. And all of a sudden 2 back-to-back flights with 80s? I don't know about that. I don't know. Alright, well, let's go look at our profile real quick here. Look at everything's really damn good. 90s. Personal life is the thing that sucks, so we'll focus on personal life. So, coffee with friends, scenic drive, shopping, walk, breakfast, go quiz, flight career. Let's do online. So let's do friends on, or flight sim online. Whoops. Let's do TV series with a friend. Board games, dinners, restaurant. I'm trying not to do anything that's gonna rage him. Seems like it gets rage really easily. Let's do a nap too. Hobbies. Let's do photography. And then let's do another sleep. I don't trust the sleep. Alright, so we have 32,000 in the bank account. Here's the money I lost for buying crap. And how's our things looking? 84 personal life still. So 80, or yeah, personal life kind of sucks. Personal life really sucks. Is there anything I can buy to help with that? I don't think there's anything I can really buy for the personal life. I already have the car. Personal life, 0, I don't think there's anything I can buy for personal life. I own everything, almost everything here. Bathroom, I think I own... This is going to help with personal life. Yeah, there's 0 for personal life. Everything's 0 for personal life, and I own everything here. Yeah. I guess the only thing I can do with personal life is just keep on doing things during downtime, I guess. That's my only guess. Alright, anyways, that would be it for today's stream. Thanks everyone for coming on in. Next stream, we'll see about tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling in the morning, if I decide to do a flight or not. But either way, I'm going to jump back over to APL for probably the next flights. And what the hell airport is this? Uri International? Huh. Where is that? In Ohio? Or is it Pennsylvania? Probably Pennsylvania, huh? Interesting. Yeah, like I said, I'll probably jump over to APL for a little bit, wait for an update for Fly the Line, see what changes they do to it. Nothing's really broken with it, but I've done so much with it, I don't know what else I can do in 40 hours. So we'll jump over to APL again, see if we can catch up to master copy and with Delta, and see what we can do. As always, thanks for coming in, and we'll see you for the next one. Take care.